Hey everyone, and welcome to another Run Up for a Q video, and it's another match. It's another three-frame match. This time it's against Isaac, who regular viewers will know is regularly on the channel. He was on the last video when I was talking about my snooker app. If you've not seen that video, feel free to go and check it out there. I'll put a card up in, I think it's in that corner actually. You can go check that out, where I'm working on an app for doing snooker shootouts. This match, though, was not a shootout. It was just a normal friendly match on a Saturday morning. It was filmed on the 5th of April, I think it was. So, not that long ago. It was after I'd come out of my funk where, I wasn't playing and I was struggling, and I was starting to do a lot more practice and I felt like I was playing better. So, it's meant to be sort of contrasting to the previous match I showed, which was against Adam, the other Adam, where I didn't play very well, and yeah, it was a bit of a tough watch, really. This one, I hope you see, as I do, that there is a lot of improvement. I think both Isaac and I were playing pretty well this day. You'll see it was a good couple of frames, a good 3 frames. So I'm going to show a frame a day starting today over the weekend, and yeah, hopefully you'll follow along and enjoy watching it for the first time as much as I enjoyed playing it and as much as I enjoyed actually editing the video, because it was a pleasure to actually edit this video. Anyway, let's get right into frame one. Before we do though, if you like seeing matches on this channel, please do give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel and want to see people like me play snooker a bit more often on YouTube, then do consider subscribing to my channel. And follow along with my journey and my matches in the various leagues that I play in. Anyway, let's get on with this match. As I say, it was a friendly, not a league match, so there was no stakes and there was no handicaps at play. Not that Isaac and I play with a handicap in the league, because we're on the same handicap.
6, 7 games. Yeah, I don't think we're going to win it though. So.
Yeah, I mean Liverpool are like so meter break.
12, I think. Yeah. We've still got a player as well, but this thing's going to have a massive. Break it. There you go if you want. Yeah.
Played it with a lot of spin, but didn't quite get a piece on it. But it was a good line. Don't think I'd done any warm up before this match. Neither of us had, so that was, I think, that my first shot of the morning.
It's quicker than it was before, but I don't think it's quicker than that. No, that one was definitely a huge improvement. Apparently the cloth's a lot better, but the
Bit risky. I don't even think I saw that pushing that over to the corner of the pocket. Maybe do need to pay a bit more attention. Off the pack there's not a plant available. But unfortunately, Isaac does miss that shot.
Yeah. Sometimes the thinner cloth helps them drop in a bit easier. Yeah, it could be like the nap's a bit better and it kind of goes that way. Doesn't drift off like if you're doing a ping to the middle. Used to curve quite a lot into the pocket. So
Not sure what I'm explaining here to Isaac. I haven't got any audio on the clip, so sure it's a really in-depth and detailed explanation of what I was actually playing for. But landed pretty nicely on the black, so what I was talking about. That's disappointing. I feel like I probably could have played that a little bit better. Probably didn't need to play it as hard. I didn't judge the cannon on red as well as I probably should. I have still got a shot of this black. It's just now full of sorry, and I have still got a shot of red, but it was full of risk. So turn it down. Favour of a safety shot. Again, could have probably played that a little. Whereas it wasn't sending that back up the table. Again, just a little careless. Good white, but that red I could have put it in a place that it wasn't potable.
Way too straight.
That's with all these matches. I've cut out the thinking time. Apart from when people are on breaks, I've left those. I left breaks uncut, basically, just between shots where players, play swaps between players that I cut any out. Let me know in the comments if you think it's putting even the thinking time on breaks out. Frames a bit snappier. Happy with that. I think I did, definitely deliberately held for the brown spot there, so I had an easier shot on this red. Maybe didn't think the pink spot was available, so I think I assumed that the brown would go on the green spot, but
6. Hey guys. Hello, hello. Oh, yeah.
perfect angle on this blue though. Plenty of loose reds available to the. This is though, those 4 reds sort of near the black, they might all be blocking it. Maybe I do decide to go into them. I think that was my attempt at a controlled cannon, which, that's what it was, but it didn't really work out. I think anything really goes here. So I'll take my medicine. A pretty good safety shot. But Isaac plays a very good one. Really happy with play that. I played that deliberately with I think left hand side to try and avoid the double kiss. Just caught the blue. But then maybe just toyed with that, catching the bump of the pocket. The one on here. So I'm getting plenty of chances opening frame. Helping a lot with my confidence. Means that I don't feel like every chance is my last chance, which is what I was feeling when I was playing badly.
6.
You're hearing my phone vibrating in the background a bit before starting this. Happy with that shot. Black. Choice of reds to go for here.
14.
Pointing. There was a few to be had there. Disappointing. Lucky to get away with not leaving Isaac on a there, but then I was playing a red for a colour, so I do agree about that. But Isaac played a good shot. Don't think I can see any reds. Again, maybe get a little fortunate. Yeah, queued across that one by quite a long. Lines are wrong. Again, did not leave Isaac anything to go at really. Bit of pressure here. Put this one in. Good. But is there a path past this line of 4 reds to pink to the middle? I think it might be the only ball I can see. My time over this, wondering whether to try to take this pink on. Take it on. Got a healthy lead. Well, apologies, maybe I couldn't see it to take it on. But I think it was the only ball I could see. That's a good pot. Holds his hand up there, but that's, you know, no apology necessary. He played a good shot, and he deserved he deserved to either move that red and still be on the blue, or double click like he did.
But they don't go anywhere, do they? Apart from into like the yellow.
Ideally, I want to be like.
Yeah, I think for some reason we sort of fell into, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but we sort of fell into when we were sort of playing a maybe a bit more adventurous shot than we would normally, sort of calling it a little bit. And do you think that maybe helps with the concentration? Yeah, I was too busy congratulating Isaac on a good shot that I forgot to get the blue out the pocket.
They went in with the yellow and you played perfectly.
I think I knocked that one.
He's a little unfortunate to run a little short for the red into the right corner, but he has got, you know, this red up to the green pocket. He's pretty handy at these kind of pots. But I think he's turning it down in favour of this one along the cushion.
The safe shot, I suppose, is down there because I could just roll for blue.
Yeah, if that was straight, you could run through for the blue, but you just.
Yeah, I think I'm just pointing out that red straight red is not too bad, but lucky. Deserved to be on something. Only like a couple of inches short of his position. But happy with that one with the rest. I tend to struggle to skew to. I tend to struggle to screw back at the best of times, but with the rest, pretty much judge that. I guess the problem is none of these 4 reds go to. Actually, maybe the one that's slightly away from the other 3 does go to the left corner. Can I get around the other side of it? Left corner. What I played. Pretty happy with that. Could have done with leaning a little higher, maybe, just to get back on. Actually, the black probably doesn't round, does it? Because it could have been a bit higher and then got down onto the black again, but that probably wouldn't help me. So this is probably better, so I can get up for the blue. It is hard, I think. Not good angle to play with. Didn't quite get enough on it. I've still got a shot this blue though. I think regular viewers may have seen this shot coming up before. Showed it on one videos showing that I wasn't playing completely all bad. That cannon is exactly how I played it, and I was disappointed not to have an easier shot than this red, thin cut red, hampered by the red close to. And I don't. If I didn't have a 45-point lead, I don't think I'd be happy that I did. Brought the other red out of play. Wasn't playing for that. was more playing it as a shot to nothing, or get up to the baulk end, which I did, but. That might be okay. I think the red closest to the cue ball will go through the gap between the red and the brown to the left corner. Roll it in and be on the pink, I think. Still, 52-point lead. I don't often come away with a 52-point lead. I always feel that at this level of the game, if you can get to 50 points, chances are you're going to be favourite for the frame. And unless handicaps are involved. That's what I always try to think about it when I play in the town league. If I can get to 50 points, most games the winner has 50 odd points. But Isaac is very dangerous when cornered, kind of like a rattlesnake or something. I don't know if that's an insult. Sorry, Isaac. But because he's very good at getting snookers, and I'm very bad at getting out of snookers. Definitely didn't count my chickens. That cue ball, no, I thought. Time to break his own. Well, this red. Going to be, unless he shoots it, no. Safety shot. That's okay. Yeah, he's very good at shots like that. I tend to hit them to pick or miss them. Find out early. Not quite as an angle. They're obviously a little easier if you've got a bit of an angle. I was able to play it into the brown, slow it down, but that's obviously left it over the. We've done hitting it a little hard. Just about okay. Maybe a little high in this year. Much else you could, apart from. Will you be tempted to use the red as a big pocket? I think it's probably a bit too far away from the pocket, isn't it? Big pocket. He was close though. The pocket on this table, even though this table had just been recovered and refurbished, that pocket really tight. Probably the tightest pocket in the club today. I think I may. Let's get to this, surely. Yeah, maybe couldn't see the whole pocket, but you could get to it. That would have been fortunate. Luckily, cover that. Expect him to miss that. 7 points he definitely could have done with. A lot harder. Not impossible, obviously. There's still 35 points left, but. Putting that red and not getting either colour. Can feel this pink. Not frame ball, like what I call reverse frame ball. Not that, when the player has to put a colour with the last red to avoid needing snookers. I call that reverse frame ball. Not quite reverse frame ball, but it kind of is. Go in. So I just need one of these balls, basically.
I'll go for a little bit just because the ball's not too bad.
Yeah.
play. Nearly a snooker. The yellow just sort of veered to the left as it slowed up there, otherwise I think that would have been a lot harder. Not really sure what the aim was. I think I was trying to play the sort of side-to-side shot. The white on the balk line on the left side of the table and the yellow on the balk line on the right side. Underhit it. Gave Isaac an easy shot of the yellow. But with the brown on the cushion, I feel I can still go for these a little bit because I didn't go for that one because it's too thin. But yeah, at the half chance at this green, I would probably go for it. Like I would take this on, as Isaac I'm sure will as well. He's just played to play the brown. I think that's pretty good. It's pretty good thinking actually from Isaac because that I was just about to say with the brown on the cushion, I could go for the green because I knew the brown was safe. But now the brown's not safe, it puts a little bit more pressure on the green, even though the black is I mean, it's not safe, but it's safe-ish. Cross table double. A good white. Snookered here. About found a path through, but obviously didn't play for that. Don't think I held my hand up, but I did. I think I did say something. Do you think Isaac was maybe not playing for that snooker, so I did feel like maybe it was justified a little bit. Never mind. Still very lucky to pot that green. But I've been on the receiving end of it a lot of times. Anyway, that is enough for Isaac. Yeah, just a friendly, so we weren't going to play on for a lot of snookers, maybe just one or two, but yeah, so that is the end of frame one. That's the end of frame one. I was pretty happy with that performance. I got, nearly to 50 points before Isaac scored, which is not usual for me. He did come back strongly, and I was getting worried. I think if he had potted that black off the second last red, the end of the frame could have been very different. But thankfully, I was able to. In fact, even the pink off the last red as well, I think, had both of those gone in, obviously the frame would have been very different. But even one of those going in, the frame would have been, I think, a lot more tense towards the end. But I was glad to come away with the win. I think that was the best I've played in a frame of snooker for probably 6, maybe 8 months kind of thing. So I was happy to see my form on the up. Anyway, join me tomorrow for the second frame. And let's see if I can continue this form, or will I have just woken the sleeping Isaac and he'll come back at me even harder than he normally does. Join me tomorrow for that. See you then.